Hello, this is Dr. Dennis Kimbro, and welcome to the Global Classroom. Well, I want to send a shout out to all the fathers this Father's Day weekend, and particularly those fathers of African American descent. Those brave souls who have faced a number of storms in their life, and they've done an admirable job. Those individuals who not only uphold the godly center, but the spiritual center of their homes, their neighborhoods, and their communities. You are making a difference. You know, so many times I'm asked to speak to young males and who are making the transition from boyhood to manhood. And I try my best to juggle my calendar and juggle my schedule to pour into these individuals. Now, why is this key? Because they definitely want to make the transition. And so many of the images that they see through the media, including social media, TV, the music, whatever, is less than positive. So given that time with them, I try to expose them what is true manhood. And so right off the bat, manhood is not biological. Manhood has nothing to do with how bulging your muscles are, how much hair you have on your chest, or the hair that's on your face. That has nothing to do with manhood. Manhood has nothing to do with how hard you can hit. I mean, it has everything to do with how tender you can be to the touch. I mean, you're not a man because your voice begins to dive deep within the octaves. That doesn't make you a man. And you're certainly not a man because you carry a gun. No, you become a man when you uphold the responsibility of carrying a gun. No, manhood harbors on one thing and one thing only, and that is relationships. Relationships between men on one side and women and children on the other. And I'm not bashing childhood or boyhood. Boyhood is a privileged state. Boyhood is a key milestone on the path to manhood that every male must go through. And as a matter of fact, there was only one man on this planet who was never a boy, and that was Adam. Jesus was a boy. Moses was a boy. Dr. King was a boy. My father and my grandfather were both boys. But it's critical that we know what state we are in, because it's foolish to treat a man like a boy, but it's dangerous to treat a boy like a man. And that has been the source of so much discouragement and frustration that we see in the black community in terms of relationships. One day I was at my office at Clark Atlanta University, and I had just finished class, and I began to grade some papers. And all of a sudden there was a knock at my door. I go to the door, and who is it? One of my young male students. And I said, "How you doing?" He said, "Dr. Kimbro, are you busy?" I said, "Well, no, I'm grading papers. What can I do for you?" He said, "I just want to know if you and I could have a discussion man to man." I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "What's at play? What's the challenge? What's the problem?" He says, "My mama and my sisters aren't giving me the respect that I'm due as a man." So I invited him into the office, and I sat him down, and I said, "Sir, do you mind if I ask you a few questions to see what's at play?" He said, "Sure, go right ahead." I said, "Where do you live?" He said, "I live with my mama." I said, "Okay." I said, "Who pays the rent? Who pays the mortgage where you live?" He said, "My mama." I said, "The bed that you sleep in every night, who bought that bed for you?" He said, "My mama." I said, "The groceries that you eat every day, who placed those groceries on the table?" He said, "My mama." I said, "The utilities, who pays for the utilities where you live? Gas, lights, water, electricity?" He said, "My mama." I said, "You drive to class and you drive around, who put gas in the car that you drive?" He said, "My mama." I said, "Boy," I told him more than 60 years ago, Billie Holiday said it best in that song. She said, "Papa may have, Mama may have, but God bless the child who has his own." Well, I hope this little message helps. As always, this is Dr. Kimbro from the Global Classroom. Happy Father's Day, and remember, the wealth choice just might be your best choice. God bless.